Hi, this is Aaron for Trippy and Tricky. Today we are going to check how to make this particular UI using constraint layout so that it would be compatible with all the device screens, making sure that all the elements are fit in right places and it does not go out of the screen. Okay, so now just start creating this particular UI. So I'm going to create a image view in the top and bottom. For that I have to use the picture. I'm just copying it and placing it in my drawable folder so that I can access from the drawable folder. Okay, I have copied it. Now I'm going to place the image view at the top of the screen. Yes, I have the avatar picture here. I'm selecting it and creating it. Now I have to resize this particular picture. So it is too small. Making this to some 100 dp height. Okay. So whatever elements you are placing in the constraint layout should have a vertical constraint and also an horizontal constraint. Now I am going to set the vertical constraint. I'm just going to drag to the top layout guide and going to fix this left handle to the left layout guide and this right handle to the right layout guide. Okay, so the margin space is set here to 16, but we don't have any spaces between the layout and the image here. So I'm going to just make this as 0. So everything is set now, but still I couldn't see so it is of fixed size. I'm going to make this as any size so that it elongates to the full position. Now still the image is centered, so I'm going to make it to fit XY. I'm going to change the coding here as so Android colon. We do have a property name scale type and I'm going to use the fit XY for that particular scale type attribute. So now let us design this bottom image view in my layout. So I'm going to pick another image view and place it over in the bottom, selecting the same avatar picture. Yes, I'm getting this picture. I'm going to resize it just like how I did in the top image view. So I'm going to make this right handle to fit to the make this left handle to fit to the left layout guide and make this right handle to the right layout guide and bottom to the bottom layout guide. I'm going to make this height to 100. Yes. Now I don't need spaces between the layout and the image view. So I'm just going to make this as 0, and my image should fit to the layout size. So I'm going to make this as any size. Okay, so I have made this to any size. Now the same scale type is added to this particular image view also. Okay, so now we have designed both the image views just like this preview. Okay, so now we are going to place the edit text in this layout. So I'm going to create the edit text for username and password. So I'm just dragging out edit text from the palette and placing it here. So I'm going to join the vertical constraint and the horizontal constraints. So once set, I'm going to keep the margin as 8 for all the directions. So I'm making it to any size. Okay. I'm going to take another edit text for password. I'm going to join the top handle with the bottom handle of the main edit text, and left handle to the left layout guide, and right handle to the right layout guide. So here also I'm going to change the margin as 8 so that it looks eventually same. So I'm going to change this as any size. Okay. So now I'm going to keep the hint for both the edit text. So I would be taking the text from the text column, going back to hint, mark this as username. And the second one would be your password. So hint is something that when you start writing on that particular text box, that particular hint would disappear. So just to make sure, just this would be more helpful for the user to interact with the layout and what it is meant for. So now I am going to place two buttons here. Actually, so we have created this particular hint here, and we are going to keep these two buttons above this particular image view. I'm going to create the buttons here. So first I would be creating the cancel button, creating the constraints for that button. So each and every element should have a vertical and horizontal constraint. Only then your constraint layout is utilized to the full. So I have created the margin 8 for this button also. I'm going to make it as any size, and I'm going to change the text to. Now I'm going to create the login button connecting all the constraints, the horizontal and the vertical, making this as fixed size. I hope our goal is attained. So now, so something is missing here. Yes, the margin size. I'm changing this as 8 and 8. So our layout is set. Now I'm going to change the device screens preview so that I can check if all the elements are available inside the layout on different screens. That is, I'm going to check this particular UI if it is visible in all the device screens. Yes, it is working fine in all the devices. So the button or the edit text or the image view is not out of the screen. So everything is set to the focus, set and focus. So this is the main advantage of constraint layout. So everything would be compatible with all the device screens. So whichever screen you check, everything would be aligned neatly on how we designed it. Thank you. This is Aaron for Tippy and Tricky signing off.